Have you ever had this experience? You spend a great deal of time and effort working, yet gratitude after hopeful contribution is not common. You help others, bring genuine value, but what you get in return is minimal recognition, if any at all. I understand how challenging this experience can be. Unfortunately, even with the best intentions, despite pouring out yourself for the benefit of everyone, going above and beyond for others, people may still take you for granted or pretend not to notice your existence. In fact, if you continue to try to please those who do not appreciate you, you may end up feeling deflated. This is a sticky situation, quite daunting. Nobody wants to feel as if their value is being overlooked, especially when the neglect is coming from someone you hold dear, your family, friends, or partner. However, according to simple philosophy, we should not expect recognition from others because it is beyond our control. You may not get it, and therefore you shouldn't keep waiting for it, else you're conjuring your frustration. But here comes the kicker. What if I told you there's a way you can be top of mind for people, be more appreciated? Would you be willing to try? Indeed, if you can understand and apply what we are about to show you, it could entirely be possible. Here are some steps to help you be prioritized in people's lives. Further, let's delve into this. Commit to learning the solutions. Let's get started. Ensure you watch this video to the end because each step is crucial. Step 1. Create fear of losing you. This is one of the most powerful mental techniques we could use to make people prioritize us. Most often, people are more driven by fear of losing something than the prospect of gaining. So if you want to make people prioritize you, you need to make them scared of losing you. One way to accomplish this is to start distancing yourself emotionally. Stop sharing your feelings and trust with them. Start balancing your time with others. This will give them a sense that they are not as important to you as they used to be. This technique is a very effective one, but has to be used with caution. If you distance yourself too much, they could give up trying to win you back, so you need to use this wisely and weigh the pros and cons. Step 2. Stop always being available. The principle of quality over quantity often applies in many facets of life, and it's equally pertinent in the realm of relationships. If you had to choose with prejudice, you'd probably want to be more valuable. More availability means higher chances of being taken for granted. It's not a cue for you to become unavailable when needed, but if you've continuously been bending over backward for others, then it's time to prioritize yourself. Sending a message that you have a life other than them, that you're not just waiting for them, will make them appreciate your presence more. Step 3. Maintain some mystery. People usually find mysterious and unknown things attractive. The allure of the unknown can be intriguing and often makes one more invested. In the territory of human relationships, being a tad mysterious could work to your advantage. If you want to be considered a priority, then avoid revealing all about yourself at once. Give hints about your hobbies and interests without revealing too much information. Answer questions ambiguously, preventing delving too much into your past. Your goal is to keep people curious about you, wanting to learn more about you over time. They'll start to view you as a priority in their lives. Step 4. Make them invest in you. This is a subtle step that you have to manage wisely and sparingly because you don't want to push people away, but rather the opposite. Consider this following scenario. Who's more likely to consider you as a priority, an invested person or an uninvested one? The answer is clear. If you want to be a priority to others, you need to gain an investment from them. This could be accomplished in various ways. For instance, let them invest their time in you instead of building plans you know you can't commit to. Similarly, portray your time as valuable. Don't always be available. Let them wait for you. This attitude sends a message that you're not anyone, and they need to work harder to earn your time. This then causes them to see you as a challenge and start prioritizing you. A reminder again, you need to use this technique moderately for its effectiveness. Overdoing it might lead to results totally opposite what you anticipate. Step 5. Prioritize your needs. Prioritizing your needs doesn't mean being selfish. Prioritizing your needs only signals that you don't place yourself in a position where you're not considered a priority. For instance, why would you want to be around someone who wouldn't treat you as you should be if you knew that? Surround yourself with people who consider you a priority, increasing the chances of being considered as such. It's crucial to remember that you cannot control people's sentiments toward you, but you can control your feelings toward yourself. If you want to be prioritized in other people's lives, make sure you're a priority in your life too. Step 6. Do not make them the center of your life. You know, people are often attracted to what they cannot have. It is true. When one feels they must strive to achieve something, they desire it even more. You might have heard the grass is always greener on the other side. This suggests that people are more attracted to what they don't have. This also applies to relationships. So this step emphasizes bearing this wisdom in mind when dealing with other people. Maintain some distance, which makes people more attracted to your presence. This sends out the message that you're not desperate for their attention. Rather, you're cultivating their value for you. Step 7. Stop always initiating communication. If you constantly find yourself initiating most of the communication among the significant people in your life, then it might be time to take a step back. This might seem counterintuitive, because aren't you supposed to be initiating communication if you want to be prioritized in someone's life? The answer is no. When you're always initiating communication, the other person starts to take you for granted. They get used to your effort and start to see you as relatively unimportant. So, what alternative approach should be adopted? Simply stop initiating communication and see the outcome. If the person genuinely cares for you, they'll strive to maintain contact. Step 8. Create your own happiness. If you wish to become a priority in others' lives, you need to create your own happiness rather than relying on them to be happy. While people can enhance our life and make us feel good, relying on them for happiness can lead to disappointment. Furthermore, when we rely on others for happiness, we are not living our life but living according to their agenda and priorities, which could breed dissatisfaction. If you want to be a priority in others' lives, creating your own happiness becomes supremely important. This will not only help you be happier in the long run, but also make you more attractive to others because you'll appear more balanced and confident. Step 9. Be willing to walk away. The idea of walking away from people we care about might seem daunting, but it's an important step. By indicating that you're not afraid to walk away, you send a message that you won't accept less than you deserve. The right people naturally prioritize you and work hard to keep you in their lives. It's crucial to note that your role is to do what is right, and that is within your control. So you should feel good about your actions, knowing they're in the right by doing them. Do not expect always to get accolades or recognition. People value you for your worth. Just give it time, and naturally people will start noticing, giving you the attention you rightly deserve. In conclusion, here's our profound reasoning behind these 9 steps to being a priority in people's lives. Try and internalize it to the core. We have all experienced moments of feeling overlooked or not being a priority. However, we must remember that our journey in life is unique, and people's priorities might not reflect our actual value. We could choose to view these moments of not being a priority as opportunities for personal growth, instead of allowing these to affect our self-esteem. The key lies in our priorities, caring for our happiness and health. Eventually, people will start taking notice and give you the value you deserve. Remember, even though other people might not put you at the top of their list, You can and should prioritize yourself. This is not selfishness, it's self-love and discernment. By doing so, we can build healthier relationships, make decisions that align with our objectives, live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for watching. If you find this content helpful, please remember to like this message and subscribe to this channel. I'll leave here some information you might be interested in, and I'm looking forward to our next encounter.